Morning, it's August the 11th. This is Peter with you on Tuesday morning. Many thanks indeed for checking in. Time now just after 9 a.m. A very warm welcome indeed to the hottest hotline in the business. This is the Private Peter or the Peter Private 99 service, free to air daily at 9 a.m. bringing you the very strongest possible information that I can release on an open access video channel that is in harmony with YouTube. I am an affiliate member of YouTube. I've got the views, 30,000 views in the last 2 months. I've got 96% likes of the channel, and I'm making huge profits as well for callers and viewers alike. Over £1,000 or just under £1,000 actually profit for a £1 each way stake to my Lucky 15s officially since June the 9th. All verified by a chartered accountant and all certified and guaranteed. If you play on a daily basis, that is what's been happening. 4 horses daily, and on average, just around 2 of the 4 connect each way by place or winning. And once again, yesterday, if you've phoned through and tuned in, and called in, you would have had 2 more collections on a horse called Ultraviolet, back from 16 to 1 into 15 to 2. And Society Red, 11-1, just checking the stats down there. I've not got a twitch, I'm just checking the stats. I've got a statistic board here in front of me. On Saturday, I gave you a horse called Ardumi, which wasn't on this channel, but it was a private member's bet, which won at 12-1. Yesterday, on the video, I showed you a betting slip that I had, 50 quid each way myself on that one. It won at 12s over in Cork. And on Sunday, connected 3 out of the 4 horses connected, including Lighthouse Rose, which won at 11-2. And 2 places, Smoky, which collected at 16-1, coming home third, and the other one was Bristow, which came in third at 9-2. My average price selection is around about 8-1, and almost 50% strike rate, meaning that 2 out of the 4 generally place or win, which means if you can get triple the odds-only winner with Betfred, etc., you are on a real good thing. And that's why it's made almost £1,000, made almost £1,000 profit for a £1 each way player on a daily basis. Okay, with all that in mind, that doesn't mean anything for you right now. What you want is 4 horses and 4 winners. And that is what I'm going to try and do for you today. I'm certainly going to try all I know now to give you 4 horses and 4 winners. But if I connect with 2 of them, you're going to end up with about a 33-1 double. And if I get 3 of them, you're going to have about a 200-1 treble. And I got the lot, you're going to have about a 3,000-1 pick-off. I've got 3 horses at Lingfield this evening, all around 5 or 6-1, which I'll be absolutely amazed don't run big races. Well, I know they're going to run big races. They're all ready to go, all absolutely ready to go. And I've got one this afternoon at Haydock Park in one of the early races on a horse I think can pop up and is ready to strike at around about 14-1. And I'll come to that at the finale because I'm going to give you the 3 Lingfield, real 3 hot horses at Lingfield to start your doubles and trebles and your accumulators. And when I'm all done, I'm going to be back to you at 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, when I come back tomorrow morning, I'm just looking at my statistics now. Now, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I'm going through my sheet of winners here, I came on this channel and gave you a horse which was back from 25-1 into 11-2 and absolutely bolted up. It ran in Ireland and the horse absolutely bolted up, and I gave it you free of charge, and I told you it would win. The horse was called Lord Lariat on the 26th of June. Just wanted to confirm that there. It ran at Tipperary, back from 25-1 into 7-1. Now tomorrow I have got something even stronger than that. And I can tell you, we're going to Gowran Park tomorrow to land an almighty tickle. And I shall be putting that news and information about that gamble tomorrow at Gowran Park, the same as Lord Lariat, which won 25-1 to 7-1, and also I gave an Irish horse called Atlas, which won at 6-1. I've also gave horses in Ireland called Ambitious Approach, 25-1 into 17-2. I've also given you Blast of Magic free of charge, 8-1 into 4-1, and so forth and so on. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. we rock and roll once again to the payout counter with a huge Gowran gamble, and that will be online, and I'll tell you all about it at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So if you want a big gamble on a double-digit horse which is going to be backed off the boards throughout the day and hopefully win, I think it will win, and 9 a.m. is the time to call. Okay, so with all that in mind, with all that excitement in mind, and all the news and the views and the strike rates and everything else and the profitability, £947.87 in front, just inside 2 months of bets at £1 a go. It's just a matter of how much money you make over a period of time. But I'm coming in on a daily basis at this moment to give you a preview on what's going to be happening. Yesterday you connected with 2 out of 4. I also told you Holborn Spirit I thought would probably win, but I went for the bigger price one to have an each way touch, and we did it. I could have had the forecast. I know a lot of people did have the forecast on those 2, Holborn Spirit and Ultraviolet, which paid pretty handsomely, about 10 to 1 or something. Right, with no more ado, I'm going to take you to Lingfield Park for 3 horses tonight, then we'll scoot over to Haydock for a big 14 to 1 pot shot or hot shot or crack shot that I think can land a big touch today. And I tell you something, I'll be very surprised if it doesn't go very, very close indeed. Okay, so let's go first of all, shall we, to Lingfield then tonight and get on with this and go to the 7.25. No particular order this, I'm just doing it as I feel I want to do it. I'm going to go for the 7.25 tonight. These are all each way prices and all each way in singles, doubles, trebles and lucky 15s, Yankees, whichever way you want to play it really. That's entirely your prerogative. I'm going to go for number 5 here in the 7, just make sure it's right, 7.25 at Lingfield Park. The horse is called Saucy Encore. It's trained by Amanda Perrott and ridden by great jockey Jim Crowley. I think this horse is going to be much better suited by the 7 furlong trip today than it is over last trip where it ran over 6 furlongs at Goodwood. And this horse today, or this filly, has got an outstanding chance, and I am definitely on this today. I'm very, very, very keen on this one, and I like Amanda Perrott as a trainer. She brings the horses along very, very nicely indeed, and this is running enough handicap for the first time, gets in a mark of 68 in this 0 to 70, a handicap class 5, and the 7.25 at Lingfield, it's about 8 to 1 to money, and I'm going to be going for that one. That's the first bet of the day. I'm going to put a tick on that. Saucy Encore in the 7.25 at Lingfield. Okay, let's move on to the 5.55, shall we? The 5.55. Well, let's go back in time. Don't forget, I'll give this 14 to 1 Haydock gamble in just a moment or two. Now, this 5.55 at Lingfield's got a short prize favourite in it who may well win, but I think there's better value to be had. Volcano Bay is the favourite, and it's got a good chance. It's got the cheap pieces on today for the first time, but I'm going to look past that, and I'm going to go for number 11 here. It's called Thunder Flash, trained by a very astute trainer Ian Williams, ridden by good jockey Sean Levy. Steps up in trip today for the first time to a more suitable distance, 10 furlongs from 7 and 8. And in this classified 0 to 50, I think this horse is going to take a lot of pegging, to be honest with you. And it's great value, And so it runs off, bang off 50 here. And it's one for me, number 11, Thunder Flash. No better man than Ian Williams to do the business for us today. We've had some big touches with Ian Williams in the past. And I think this one's going to take a lot of stopping today. That's number 11, Thunder Flash, to go along with Saucy Encore, 2 at Lingfield. One more at Lingfield to give you. I'm going to give you that one right now. Then we'll step back in time and go to Haydock Park. Just do us a favour if you would. It really helps with statistics and the algorithms. Would you give us a thumbs up if you would, if you like me to carry on giving you these free bets daily? I'll continue to do so. If you like it, I'll do it. So thumbs up on the channel would be a big help. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, it is free of charge. Just literally click the subscribe button. I know many have. I think I've got 2,400 subscribers, and I say 30,000, I think it's 40,000 views now. So I'm getting lots of information coming through on my mobile about today. So if you click the subscribe button, then click the little bell, and then you click notifications. I think you know what I'm talking about, don't you, kids? But basically, subscribe to the channel, and then you get notifications sent to you daily as soon as I update any message, whether it's late information, special bets, long shot bets, 25 to 1 posts. You won't miss a trick. You won't miss a bet. You won't miss a news flash, newscast, telecast. You won't miss anything. So subscribe to the channel. It's free of charge, and be a part of the biggest club in the business. I say it's nearly 2,500 followers on here, so you're in good hands, that's for sure. And it's all free of charge. So subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up, because that's a big thing for me. Also, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm giving you free of charge and you're not giving me a thumbs up, and yet you're watching it. So give us a thumbs up and I'll give you a thumbs up back for giving me a thumbs up. We'll go thumbs up. Excuse me. Right. Sound like an old tips I used to know there from donkeys years ago. I used to always cough when he did his messages. Quite amazing. Anyway, let's move on. 7:55 at Lingfield. Number 2, Fiery Breath. Fiery Breath. Wow, it's a cracking name if you've had the Vindaloo like I had the other night. My goodness. I usually have the Madras or something like that, but I went for a Vindaloo and I regretted it big time. And I don't think I'll be bothering again. I don't know what you like, the Korma or whatever, but I went for a Vindaloo and it was a huge mistake, as they say in the film Pretty Woman. Huge mistake. Number 2, Fiery Breath. Trained by Robert Edry, ridden by Mr. George Edry. And this horse, for amateur jockeys handicap, I think is absolutely nailed on. I really like this horse today. It runs off 65 in this 0 to 65 amateur jockeys handicap, I say over the 7 furlongs. Everything's pitch perfect. Robert Edry, very, very astute trainer, can land some big punts, and I think this horse is definitely one to land a big punt today. Number 2, Fiery Breath in the 7:55 at Lingfield. I like it a lot, I really do. It ran at Yarmouth last time out. It goes to the all-weather, of course, tonight. And for me, this horse is a winner waiting to happen. It's a very, very ordinary Category 6 0 to 65 event. And no race is simple to win, especially if you're 9 to 2 or 5 to 1. But if ever there's a horse ready to pop up at decent odds each way, it's Fiery Breath, number 2. Great bit of placing, gets in bang off top weight off 65 in this 0 to 65. And the race is only worth £2.5 to the winner. It's a real weak event, nothing more than a glorified seller. And number 2, Fiery Breath, is an absolute banker for me this afternoon, or this evening I should say, in the finale at Lingfield Park. So we've got one more to go, and I'll give you that now, as I say. And don't forget, tomorrow at Gowran, I've got one of the biggest gambles that's going to be out on any line ever, I think, in the last decade. And I'm looking forward to that. And soon, or she says be soon, Hilda Baker. I don't know if you remember Hilda Baker. Unless you're my age, you won't have a clue I'm talking about. But be soon, I will be releasing something massive. 1,000 to 1 bet that I believe will win. And I'm going to give you an open invitation to get on board that. And if you don't get on board that, you could well regret it for the rest of your natural. 1,000 to 1 gamble, which can create headlines in every national newspaper. How about that? I created headlines in the Sun newspaper some time ago for all the right reasons, with a £10 million sting, and I'm going for something much bigger than that. So exciting times, I can tell you that. And I'm the only man in the country who can pull that off, that's for sure. Watch this space. I'll tell you more about that in due course. Wow, so what are we going to tell you now? I'm going to tell you I think this horse is going to take some stopping today. And this is the final leg of this accumulator, but I'm going to back it singly myself. I'm going to have a good punt on this. And I'll be disappointed, very disappointed if it doesn't go close. It's in the 1:55 at Haydock Park, and I'm going to give it now, and then back to me tomorrow you come at 9 a.m. for that Gowran gamble. News possibly soon of 1,000 to 1 sting, which is going to shockwaves throughout the country, and so much more. 50% strike rate on all my lucky 15 bets, just about. Nobody can match that. Average price 8 to 1. And here's another big one for you now. Go to the 1:55 at Haydock Park, and the horse I'm going to be tipping you here and giving you and advising you is a horse running off a really low mark of 72. It's got everything in its favour, and they've certainly got a claimer on board as well with Pure and Paula Muir, who claims £3, and that's even another £3 off his back. The horse is number 7. It's called the Armed Man, trained by Chris Fairhouse, who can land a punt as well. It's absolutely slung in, it really is, off a mark of 72. It couldn't be lower in the handicap. It's really dropped down. It's the lowest it's been, well, I think it's the lowest it's ever been in a handicap. There's no doubt about it. At Pontefract last time out, the horse was running wide on the track, and Paula Muir rode it then as well. There's no question in my mind that this has been set up to land a big gamble soon. I think it can be today, I really do. It's a race which is a 13-runner race. It's a great price, 14 to 1, around that mark. Number 7, the Armed Man, needs a good sticking on today by me, and it'll get it. And I'll show you the betting slip tomorrow, because I'll show you the slip tomorrow, cash, that I'm putting on it. Because if this wins, and I think it could well win, I think it can win, I'm going to collect big time on it as well. That's what it's all about. Listen, I'm going to say no more about it now, other than I hope you've enjoyed it. I've told you a lot of action, what's happening, a lot of things are happening. It's been a fairly long message, but it's all free of charge, so you've got nothing to lose. I wish you the best of luck with all your bets. I'll be back 9 o'clock in the morning with Gowran Park, the Gowran Gamble, the 1000 to 1 Hot Shot Sting. There's a lot to look forward to. Have a great day.